All right, let's be real, some of the best games out there aren't the flashy AAA blockbusters everyone's always talking about. In fact, there are some absolute gems that slipped right under the radar. And today, we're diving into 20 must-play underrated games you probably missed. These hidden treasures are packed with epic stories, unique gameplay, and unforgettable moments that deserve way more love than they got. So if you're tired of the same old titles and want something fresh, fun, and seriously underrated, you're in the right place because chances are there's a new favorite waiting for you in this list. Stick around and tell me, how many of these have you actually played? The Ascent is a top-down action RPG that throws you into a gritty cyberpunk world, where everything is neon lit, chaotic, and absolutely dripping with atmosphere. Imagine towering megacities, strange alien tech, and rain-soaked streets full of danger. You play as an indent, basically a worker caught in the collapse of a massive corporation that once ran everything, and now it's up to you to shoot, hack, and blast your way through waves of enemies just to survive. Whether you're playing solo or in co-op, the combat feels fast, punchy, and satisfying, with tons of cool weapons, flashy abilities, and slick upgrades that let you customize your playstyle. The game's world is packed with detail too. Every alley and rooftop feels alive with movement, glowing signs, and hidden paths that reward exploration. What really makes the Ascent stand out is how it blends intense twin-stick shooting with deep RPG systems and a setting that feels like a living, breathing sci-fi movie. If you're into cyberpunk vibes, explosive action, and exploring a world that looks like it came straight out of a graphic novel, this one's a must-play. Chorus is a fast-paced space combat game that puts you in the pilot seat of a sleek starfighter called Forsaken, alongside Nara, a former cult warrior with a mysterious past and a serious score to settle. The story pulls you in with its mix of redemption, rebellion, and mind-bending sci-fi, while the gameplay keeps things exciting with smooth, stylish dogfights that let you drift, dodge, and blast through enemy fleets in wide-open cosmic battlefields. What makes Chorus really stand out is how tight the controls feel and how cinematic the whole experience is. You're flying through asteroid fields, navigating ancient temples in space, and unlocking powerful abilities that turn you into an unstoppable force. Visually, the game is stunning, with glowing nebulae, crumbling space stations, and intense lighting effects that make every mission look like something out of a sci-fi movie. It's the kind of game that makes you feel like a true space ace, combining high-speed action with a surprisingly deep and emotional story. And if you're into space shooters with style and substance, Chorus delivers in a big way.
No circle reinforcements yet, but they can't be far away.
There are life signs.
Deliver Us the Moon is a hauntingly beautiful sci-fi adventure that drops you into the lonely boots of an astronaut sent on a critical mission to the moon to save humanity from an energy crisis back on Earth. It's a mix of exploration, puzzle solving, and cinematic storytelling, where every step feels like you're uncovering pieces of a forgotten mystery. You're not fighting enemies here. Instead, the tension comes from the isolation, the eerie silence of space, and the pressure of figuring out what went wrong with the lunar colony. The environments are stunning, from dusty moon bases and high-tech facilities to the breathtaking view of Earth hanging in the sky, and the atmosphere is boosted by an emotional soundtrack that really hits you in the feels. What makes the game stand out is how grounded and believable everything feels. With zero-gravity sequences, realistic tools, and a story that slowly pulls you in with its sense of urgency and hope. If you enjoy slower-paced games that focus on mood, mystery, and meaningful moments, Deliver Us the Moon is a must-play experience that stays with you long after the credits roll. Hard Reset Redux is a high-octane, old-school-style first-person shooter that drops you into a dark, neon-drenched cyberpunk city teeming with rogue machines and explosive action around every corner. You play as Major Fletcher, a tough-as-nails soldier caught in a brutal war between humanity and relentless AI, and the game wastes no time throwing you into intense firefights with waves of mechanical enemies. What makes Hard Reset stand out is its blend of fast-paced gunplay, massive explosions, and a killer arsenal that includes a transforming weapon you can upgrade with all kinds of devastating firepower. The environments are packed with destructible elements, so you're not just shooting enemies, you're blowing up barrels, triggering traps, and causing absolute chaos in the best way possible. The visuals are gritty and packed with sci-fi flair, with glowing signs, towering metal structures, and sparks flying in every direction, giving the whole game a cool, futuristic vibe. If you're into straight-up action, non-stop shooting, and that classic arcade feel with a modern twist, Hard Reset Redux is a total blast from start to finish. Hellpoint is a dark and mysterious sci-fi action RPG that drops you into a massive, derelict space station orbiting a black hole, where strange cosmic horrors and twisted experiments have left the place crawling with deadly enemies and cryptic secrets. You play as a spawn, a kind of engineered being sent to uncover what went wrong, and the game wastes no time immersing you in its eerie, atmospheric world that blends futuristic tech with occult vibes in the coolest way. Combat feels deliberate and intense, much like a Souls-like, with a variety of weapons, special abilities, and gear to suit different playstyles, and every enemy encounter keeps you on your toes. One of the coolest features is the dynamic day-night cycle based on the orbit of the space station, which changes enemy behavior and unlocks hidden paths as time progresses, adding a layer of strategy and replayability. The level design is tight and interconnected, full of shortcuts, hidden rooms, and chilling lore that you piece together as you explore deeper. With its creepy visuals, challenging gameplay, and a world that feels truly alien and unpredictable, Hellpoint is a must-play if you're into sci-fi, horror, deep world building, and tough but rewarding combat. Severed Steel is one of those games that grabs you from the very first second with its stylish flair and non-stop momentum, throwing you into a fast-paced first-person shooter where you play as a one-armed protagonist with incredible agility and an instinct for chaos. The gameplay is pure adrenaline, letting you dive through windows, wall run across tight corners, and slow down time to pull off jaw-dropping stunts that feel like they're ripped straight out of an action movie. What makes it stand out isn't just the smooth movement or the slick gunplay. It's the way everything flows together like a dance of destruction, with destructible environments, no reloading, and a heavy focus on momentum that keeps you moving. The story may be minimal, but the atmosphere is electric, backed by a neon-drenched cyberpunk world that looks like it came from a vivid dream, paired with an energetic synth soundtrack that perfectly matches the intensity. It's the kind of game that doesn't waste time explaining. It just lets you feel cool from the moment you hit start. Whether you're flipping through the air or sliding under gunfire, Severed Steel is all about raw, stylish action that's just ridiculously fun to play. The Turing Test is a clever and thought-provoking puzzle game that puts you in the shoes of Ava Turing, an engineer sent to a research station on Jupiter's moon Europa to uncover what happened to the missing crew. The gameplay revolves around solving a series of increasingly challenging puzzles that test your logic and creativity, using a special tool that can manipulate energy and objects to open doors, activate machinery, and navigate the station's complex environments. What makes the game really stand out is its smart storytelling, which gently weaves in questions about artificial intelligence, ethics, and what it means to be human without ever feeling heavy-handed. The visuals are clean and futuristic, with sleek corridors, glowing panels, and the icy landscape of Europa just outside the windows, creating a perfectly immersive sci-fi vibe. It's a game that makes you think, but also keeps you engaged with its smooth pacing and satisfying puzzle design. And if you enjoy mystery-driven adventures that challenge your mind while telling a compelling story, the Turing Test is definitely worth a play. Ghostrunner is a thrilling, ultra-fast cyberpunk action game that throws you into the role of a deadly cybernetic ninja, navigating a towering dystopian city filled with danger at every corner. The gameplay is all about precision, speed, and fluid movement as you dash, slash, and wall run through intense levels packed with deadly traps and relentless enemies, where one slip means instant death and quick reflexes are your best friend. The story unfolds in a dark future where technology and humanity collide, and you're on a mission to take down a corrupt system while uncovering your own mysterious past. Visually, Ghostrunner shines with its neon-lit skyscrapers, gritty urban environments, and slick futuristic design that perfectly matches the high-energy gameplay. What really makes it special is how it blends brutal combat with parkour-style navigation, making every run feel like a high-stakes dance, where timing and strategy come together in an adrenaline-pumping experience. If you love action games that keep you on the edge of your seat with non-stop thrills and stylish moves, Ghostrunner is a must-try that feels fresh and exciting from start to finish.
Dome on lockdown.
Each guard has a built-in lockdown chip. Disabling them will unlock the doors.
Observation is a fascinating sci-fi mystery where you play as an AI named SAM aboard a space station that's suddenly gone dark, and your job is to help the lone surviving astronaut unravel what happened while keeping the station's systems running. The gameplay is unique because instead of controlling a character directly, you interact with cameras, drones, and the station's technology to explore environments, solve puzzles, and guide the astronaut through tense situations. The story slowly reveals itself through cryptic messages, eerie silences, and unexpected twists, pulling you deeper into a gripping narrative about isolation, trust, and survival in space. Visually, the game nails a sleek, futuristic aesthetic with detailed station interiors that feel both high-tech and hauntingly empty, creating an atmosphere that's as beautiful as it is unsettling. What makes Observation really stand out is how it puts you in the mind of an AI, blending storytelling and gameplay in a way that feels fresh and immersive, making every discovery feel personal and exciting. If you're into atmospheric adventures that mix clever puzzles with a gripping story, Observation is a must-play that will keep you hooked from start to finish. Ruiner is a high-octane cyberpunk action shooter that throws you into a chaotic, neon-soaked city where you play as a mysterious anti-hero fighting to uncover dark conspiracies and take down powerful enemies. The gameplay is fast-paced and intense, combining sharp shooting with slick melee moves and futuristic gadgets that let you tear through hordes of foes with style and precision. The story is packed with twists and gritty cyberpunk vibes, offering a thrilling narrative that keeps you hooked as you dive deeper into a corrupt world ruled by ruthless corporations and shadowy figures. Visually, Ruiner stands out with its vibrant, neon-lit environments, detailed character designs, and a moody soundtrack that perfectly matches the game's edgy atmosphere. What really makes it special is how it blends brutal combat with a gripping story and an immersive world, creating an experience that feels both challenging and rewarding. If you love fast action with a futuristic twist and a story full of mystery and revenge, Ruiner is definitely worth checking out. Exo One is an absolutely unique journey through alien landscapes where you pilot a mysterious craft that defies gravity, allowing you to glide, roll, and soar across vast, surreal terrains with a sense of calm and wonder that's hard to find in most games. The gameplay focuses on mastering the craft's physics-based controls, where momentum and flow are everything, creating a smooth, almost meditative experience as you explore strange planets filled with towering cliffs, deep canyons, and glowing mysteries. The story gently unfolds as you piece together clues about the origins of the craft and the universe you're traveling through, all wrapped in an atmospheric sci-fi vibe that feels thoughtful and immersive. Visually, Exo One dazzles with its minimalist yet stunning art style that highlights sweeping vistas and ethereal colors, perfectly complementing the tranquil, dreamlike soundtrack that guides you on this cosmic adventure. What makes Exo One truly special is how it combines innovative gameplay with a soothing, emotional journey that invites you to relax and get lost in exploration. If you're looking for something different that feels like a blend of art, science fiction, and smooth gameplay, Exo One is a gem you won't want to miss. The Valiant is a captivating action-adventure game that blends fast-paced combat with a deep, emotional story set in a beautifully crafted world filled with mystery and danger. You step into the shoes of a fearless warrior navigating through richly detailed environments where every battle feels intense and strategic, thanks to smooth controls and a variety of powerful abilities that keep the gameplay fresh and exciting. The narrative draws you in with its heartfelt themes of courage, sacrifice, and redemption, unfolding through immersive storytelling that makes you care about the characters and their journey. Visually, the Valiant stands out with its striking art style, combining vibrant colors and dynamic lighting that bring the world to life in a way that's both magical and grounded. What really makes this game special is how it balances thrilling action with a compelling story and stunning visuals, creating an experience that's as fun to play as it is moving to experience. If you're looking for a game that offers both adrenaline-pumping combat and a story with heart, the Valiant is definitely worth diving into.
Lord. Come, brothers. Onward. Forging ahead.
Warhammer $40,000. Inquisitor. Martyr drops you into a dark and gritty universe where you play as an elite Inquisitor tasked with hunting down heretics and alien threats across vast, war-torn planets. The game blends fast-paced, top-down action with deep RPG elements, letting you customize your character with powerful weapons, armor, and abilities to suit your playstyle, whether you prefer heavy firepower or tactical stealth. The story pulls you into a grim sci-fi world filled with mystery and danger, where every mission feels intense as you uncover dark secrets and fight against hordes of enemies with explosive combat and satisfying skill combos. Visually, it's a striking mix of detailed environments and brutal sci-fi aesthetics that really bring the brutal, oppressive atmosphere of the Warhammer 40k universe to life. What makes Inquisitor Martyr stand out is how it perfectly combines thrilling action, rich character progression, and a dark narrative, making it a must-play for fans of intense, story-driven sci-fi adventures. If you're into deep customization and fast combat set in an iconic universe, this game is definitely one to check out. CrossCode is an absolute gem that blends fast-paced action with classic 16-bit style RPG charm, all wrapped up in a futuristic MMO setting that feels fresh and inviting. You dive into the story as Leah, a character trapped in a virtual world with no memories, and as you explore vibrant, pixel-perfect environments filled with puzzles and hidden secrets, you'll get hooked on uncovering the mystery behind her past. The gameplay shines with its smooth combat system that mixes real-time attacks, dodges, and elemental skills, making every fight feel dynamic and rewarding, while the clever puzzle design keeps your brain busy without ever getting frustrating. Visually, it nails that nostalgic pixel art vibe, but with modern touches that give everything a crisp, polished look that's super easy on the eyes. What really sets CrossCode apart is how it balances an emotionally engaging story with tight gameplay and a world that feels alive and worth exploring. It's like the perfect mix of old school and new school gaming, and honestly, it's hard not to fall in love with it once you start playing. If you're into deep stories, clever puzzles, and action that keeps you on your toes, CrossCode is a title you definitely don't want to miss. Weird West is a wild ride that throws you into a dark, twisted version of the Old West, where supernatural forces lurk just beneath the surface, blending action, RPG elements, and immersive storytelling into one unforgettable experience. As you take control of different characters, each with their own unique backstories and motivations, you'll explore a beautifully crafted world filled with creepy creatures, dangerous bandits, and mysterious secrets waiting to be uncovered. The gameplay shines with its mix of real-time combat and tactical decision-making, allowing you to approach every encounter your own way, whether you want to gun it out fast or sneak around using the environment to your advantage. The visuals strike a perfect balance between gritty atmospheric landscapes and stylized character designs that give Weird West its unique vibe, making every moment feel like a scene from a supernatural Western movie. What makes this game especially exciting is how your choices genuinely impact the world and story. So you'll find yourself genuinely invested in how things unfold, and that keeps the tension and curiosity high throughout. If you're a fan of Westerns but want something with a spooky twist and deep gameplay that rewards creativity, Weird West is definitely a title you'll want to saddle up and dive into. The Forgotten City is one of those rare games that perfectly blends mystery, history, and a gripping story into an experience that keeps you hooked from start to finish, making you feel like a detective in an ancient Roman city frozen in time where every choice matters and every secret you uncover could change everything. As you explore this beautifully detailed world, with its atmospheric streets, grand architecture, and richly designed characters, you're constantly piecing together clues, solving puzzles, and navigating tricky moral dilemmas that challenge not only your wit, but also your sense of justice. The gameplay is smooth and immersive, letting you interact naturally with the environment and its inhabitants, while the story unfolds through engaging dialogue and unexpected twists that keep you on your toes without ever feeling overwhelming. What makes The Forgotten City truly special is how it combines that cinematic feel with clever writing and deep storytelling. So you never just play through a game, you live the mystery, feeling every bit of suspense and curiosity as if you're right there in that ancient world, trying to prevent a disaster while unraveling a complex web of fate and consequence. If you're looking for a thoughtful adventure with a rich narrative, beautiful visuals, and gameplay that respects your choices, this one's definitely worth diving into.
Shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain, for this shall be their final resting place.
Dolmen is a thrilling sci-fi action RPG that throws you into a mysterious and eerie alien world, where survival depends on mastering brutal combat and uncovering dark secrets hidden beneath the surface. From the moment you step onto the desolate planet, the game's hauntingly beautiful visuals grab your attention, blending futuristic technology with unsettling alien landscapes that feel both vast and claustrophobic at the same time. The gameplay shines with its intense strategic battles that demand timing and precision as you wield powerful weapons and supernatural abilities to take down nightmarish creatures lurking around every corner. What makes Dolmen stand out is its deep crafting and upgrade system, allowing you to customize your gear and skills in ways that suit your playstyle, whether you prefer aggressive attacks or careful defense. The story unfolds through cryptic logs and environmental storytelling, inviting you to piece together the fate of the lost expedition while exploring eerie ruins and space stations that hint at something much bigger and darker than meets the eye. If you're into games that mix dark sci-fi with challenging combat and a strong sense of atmosphere, Dolmen delivers an exciting adventure that's both mysterious and action-packed, making every step forward feel like a hard-earned victory. Necromunda Hired Gun throws you into the gritty, neon-soaked underworld of the Warhammer 40,000 universe, where you play as a ruthless bounty hunter navigating the dangerous Hive City filled with rival gangs and deadly enemies. The gameplay is fast-paced and visceral, combining intense first-person shooter action with a variety of weapons, cybernetic upgrades, and even a loyal cyber mastiff by your side, adding a unique twist to combat that keeps every fight fresh and exciting. The story immerses you in a chaotic world where loyalty is rare, and survival means outsmarting and outgunning your foes, while exploring sprawling industrial environments that are as atmospheric as they are brutal. Visually, the game nails a dark, dystopian vibe with detailed, grimy settings, drenched in moody lighting and futuristic tech, making every corner of Necromunda feel alive with tension and danger. What really makes Hired Gun stand out is how it blends raw, high-octane shooter mechanics with RPG elements, like upgrading your gear and abilities, so you can tailor your approach whether you want to go in guns blazing or take a more tactical route. If you're into gritty cyberpunk worlds with sharp shooting and a heavy dose of action, Necromunda Hired Gun offers a wild ride that's both thrilling and packed with personality from start to finish. Beautiful Desolation is this wonderfully immersive, isometric adventure that drops you into a post-apocalyptic world where mystery and wonder blend seamlessly, and the storytelling is as rich as the environment is stunning. You play as Mark, a man who wakes up in a strange, desolate landscape filled with remnants of advanced technology and alien relics, setting off on a journey that feels both deeply personal and wildly epic. The gameplay focuses on exploration and puzzle solving, with dialogue choices that shape how your story unfolds, making every decision feel meaningful and rewarding. Visually, the game stands out with its hand-painted backgrounds and detailed art style that bring this eerie yet beautiful world to life, from decaying ruins to surreal alien landscapes that feel both haunting and captivating. What really makes Beautiful Desolation special is its ability to combine classic adventure vibes with fresh sci-fi twists, wrapped up in a narrative that's equal parts thought-provoking and emotional, all while maintaining a warm human touch that makes you care about the characters and the fate of this strange world. Whether you're unraveling the mysteries or just soaking in the atmosphere, it's a unique experience that's both relaxing and intellectually engaging, perfect for anyone who loves a good story with a bit of cosmic wonder.
In the midst of our tribulation.
A Plague Tale. Innocence is this beautifully haunting, story-driven game that pulls you into a dark and gripping journey through medieval France during the Black Death, where you follow the desperate tale of two siblings, Amisha and her younger brother Hugo, trying to survive against impossible odds. The gameplay blends stealth, puzzle solving, and light action in a way that keeps you on your toes, especially as you navigate through plague-infested environments swarming with deadly, ravenous rats that react to light and shadow, turning every flicker of your torch into a lifeline or a trap. What really makes this game stand out is its powerful emotional core and cinematic storytelling, combined with gorgeous, moody visuals that paint a grim yet breathtaking world filled with crumbling villages, dark forests, and eerie castles. The dynamic between the siblings feels real and heartfelt, adding a human touch that makes you root for them through every tense moment. Whether you're sneaking past guards, solving clever environmental puzzles, or escaping the relentless rat hordes, the atmosphere and narrative pull you deeper in, making A Plague Tale Innocence a truly unforgettable experience that's as touching as it is thrilling.
We have to keep going.
Speak up! Don't make me hurt you again.
Alright, that's a wrap on these 20 must-play underrated games you probably missed. Thanks a ton for hanging out and checking them out with me. I'd love to hear which hidden gems you've played or want to try, so drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's get the conversation rolling. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button for proawplayer to stay in the loop with more awesome gaming content coming your way. And just a heads up, the next video is going to dive into some seriously cool games that redefine what you think about indie titles. So trust me, you won't want to miss it.